Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right, we are live on YouTube. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's another beautiful day here in Redwood City, California, where I live. And I'm off to another walk with another positive message here for you folks today. Hope everybody's doing well, and that the middle of the week, known as Hump Day, is great for you, and the entire week has gone great for you so far. Wow, how quickly the days have been passing lately. I've got another great weekend planned with my lady this weekend, and I look forward to that. I saw you moderating a bit in the chat there, babe. Thank you so much for taking care of that. My lady today is heading out of town to a family event, and talked with her briefly by phone before I came out on the trail, and she's doing quite well and says hello to everybody. And she looks forward to the next stream that her and I do together on my other channel, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. And it's probably going to happen tomorrow night. We were going to do the stream with the California Forward Outdoors channel tonight, but we rescheduled it to tomorrow because it's a better day. Let me wait for this person to come on by. It's a better day for all of us, actually, myself, my lady, and California Forward Outdoors. All right, just wanted to wait for that lady to pass on by. So it's tentative, but will more than likely happen tomorrow night on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. Let's see, what else do we have here? Later tonight, I'm going to be doing that stream I was going to do last night, but was a little bit tired and wanted to rest a little bit, so I decided to not do it last night. I actually did mention that at the end of my walking stream yesterday. And I'll be doing a stream tonight, through a new series I'm actually creating on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams, and some of it may even be pre-recorded on my main channel here down the road. The new series is going to be called Raw and Real with Coach Eli. And tonight I'm going to be discussing the number one thing that causes burnout. In my opinion, of course, but should be a fact. The number one thing that causes burnout. Now, for the most part of the show, hey NCS Queen and hey Lewis Fuller, how you doing? Hello, babe, as well. Now, most of the show I do tonight on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams is going to be just myself and the camera and the chat. Feel free to ask any questions or make any comments or share any concerns on that stream later tonight if you're there live. But I may actually get some supporting documentation on it. There are some great articles online regarding this topic, and I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to just completely talk about this topic from the top of my head and the bottom of my heart, because I do have lots and lots and lots of personal experience regarding this and how it's affected me, you know. But who knows? I may just throw in, a couple of articles, or I may even just throw in a couple of Reddit postings as well too. There's a lot of great stuff regarding this, and what I feel brings more value to a show and a topic are the opinions of other people. The serious opinions, not trolling opinions, not attacking opinions or anything like that. People that are responding in a serious way and having a real conversation. So look for that tonight. I haven't put it out there yet. I've created the thumbnail and got most of everything set up. I just haven't put the stream out scheduled yet because it's either going to start around 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, or maybe even around 10 or 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7 or 7:30 p.m. Pacific. It all depends, what time I get home after the stream ends, and then kick back for an hour or so, have some dinner, and then get right to it. Make some coffee and get right to it. Folks, it really takes a lot of work. It really takes a lot of work to create one single piece of content, whether it is live or pre-recorded. And I'm gonna address the person that has been getting banned here in a second, because I don't think you've been hearing what I've been saying on some of my streams regarding peace agreements I've made. I really didn't want to talk about this. I've moved on from all of this, but I'll share that in just a second. But yeah, like I was saying, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Just tune into Coach Eli 2 later tonight, or just keep an eye on the community tab on Coach Eli 2 and the channel. Subscribe by going to the link that Nightbot is sharing every 7 minutes. YouTube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. And by the way, I may even be changing the name of Coach Eli to Uncensored Live Streams before or after I get monetized. I'll probably do a separate piece of content regarding that at some point. Anyway, before I address the person that's been getting removed in the chat here, and please stick around, sir, I'm going to speak on this respectfully. Most of you today have been watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard verdict. The verdict came through a couple hours ago. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm not a drama channel, and that's all drama, and I'm not, I really, to be honest with you, I really don't care about that type of content or those types of things happening. I mean, I do feel for Johnny Depp, and I do feel that the right thing was done. Johnny Depp, pretty much won the case and basically was able to clear his name and get his life back. And I'm actually happy for him. I will say this, he's worth a hell of a lot more than Amber Heard. Last time I checked Amber Heard's net worth, it's $2.5 million, and Johnny Depp's is like $210 million. And I believe they got divorced a few years back, and I'm sure I believe he had a prenup, so she really didn't get anything. That's why you've got to have those ironclad prenups if you're going to marry a Hollywood star or something like that, or someone with money, right? I'll do a stream at some point sharing my thoughts regarding prenuptial agreements. Do I believe in them, or do I think they just take away from the meaning, the true meaning of marriage, right? And then I'll even do a stream at some point, or a piece of content, regarding, is life all about the money? Or is there more to life than money? Because it seems like a lot of people do things nowadays solely on the fact of, if it makes money for them or not. That's why you have a lot of people that, act or do phony things and stuff like that, because that's the way they make their money, right? I'll do a separate piece of content on that sometime down the road. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Congratulations, Johnny Depp. Hope you can live the rest of your life and enjoy the rest of your Hollywood career in peace and harmony, man. Man. Wow. Anyway, so sir, to the person that was in the stream here and has been getting banned from multiple accounts. Yes, I did make a peace with you, and I mean that. I wholeheartedly mean that. Okay? And I made peace with many other people from this one group of people. I don't really even want to talk about these people, but since you're here and, I want to keep my agreement on my end. Whatever you do on your end, sir, is up to you. I've told you and anyone else that wants to rebroadcast me, go right ahead and do it. I'm not going to flag you or anyone else ever again. I haven't been paying close attention to it, but I know there have been several people that have been rebroadcasting me, and I haven't flagged them. I don't talk about you folks. I'm just doing my own thing. So with that being said, sir, it's not that I don't want peace with you. I do. I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think anyone's a bad person. But my content, sir, is not for you. My content, sir, is not for this group of people. And I'm not going to leave the doors open to people here that don't truly appreciate the meaning of my content. That includes you, sir. And I say this respectfully. However you handle this is up to you. I just don't want anyone chatting here from that drama group, that past drama group. I don't. Not because I don't like you folks, not because I don't feel you should have not because, I don't feel you shouldn't have the right to talk about me. You can talk about me all you want on your channels. You can rebroadcast me all you want. You can do whatever you want to do as long as it's not in my house. In my house, I want to cater my content to people that truly value it and are here to learn and better themselves in a positive way. So I hope that makes sense. Take it for whatever it's worth. Do what you got to do, sir. But again, as far as I'm concerned, we are at peace, and I've moved on from this. Just because we are at peace, sir, and because I'm at peace with most of the people from, that one big drama group on the other side that you're a part of, doesn't mean I want to be necessarily close friends with you or want to associate with you folks. What it means is that I'm not going to be talking about you. I'm not going to be making any content on you and on any of you, and I'm just going to be ignoring everything that's done. NC is Queen says, Eli, you are right to shun these drama people. You are so much better. Well, I'm not trying to be better than any of them, NC is Queen. I just want to focus on my content. I don't care if I only have 1 or 2 people here on my streams and their rebroadcasts get 4 or 5 times as many people there. I don't care. I create this content for people that want to watch it, for people that want to learn from it, for people that want to better their lives, right? And quite frankly, NC is Queen, a lot of these people you make peace with them, and they don't really, what they really want is more than peace. What they want is to keep you sucked into that drama, right? And I'm just not gonna get sucked into it. So I've publicly gone out and said, hey, I'm at peace. I don't talk about anyone, and I haven't. I don't flag anyone for copyright or community guidelines. I haven't flagged anyone. In almost 2 weeks, I haven't flagged anyone for anything. And I'm never doing it again. I'm not even flagging people for guideline strikes for, hateful and abusive content. I'm not. And there's a lot I could flag for that, but I don't, because I don't care. The more and more content other people create on you, good, bad, or indifferent, it's another exposure opportunity. So I'm actually thrilled, and it's a term of endearment when people rebroadcast me and continuously make content on me. I'm just not going to pay attention to it because I need to stay focused on my content here. I'm sharing this for example purposes, and I think you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, let me see here. Okay, before we continue, folks, so far so good today. We haven't been cut off once. How's the audio and video, NCS Queen or anyone else that's there? Are we looking good and sounding good? Let's see if there's anything else to update my community on. I wanted to mention one more thing. And I'm really proud of this person. He's a part of my moderator crew. And just to be very, very clear, folks, my moderators, they don't work for me. They're not. Oh, here comes that plane again. This is the plane that distracts me every time it flies over because it sounds like a real big jet. It's so damn loud, like I lose focus for a second, which is part of this show here today. But what I was going to say is that my moderators are not required to only watch my streams and videos and not go anywhere else. They're independent content creators, and they can come and go as they wish. The only thing that I ask people that work with me closely is that if we do work closely together, and I do get on some live streams with you folks, that you moderate your chat in ways that are going to protect your channel as well from trolling, hating, and attacks. And you don't bring anyone on the panel that's just going to come on to attack me. That's the only thing I ask. And if even people that I'm working closely with are not willing or able to do that, that's fine. I just won't come on your panels. We could still work together on other things, maybe pre-recorded content, or help each other out behind the scenes. But again, I've been completely ignoring any and all drama online and offline, not just on YouTube, but in my real world too. I've just been ignoring all drama, and it feels really good. And I'm going to mention Angel Munoz. Love you like a brother, man. You've been putting out some content lately. And you did a live stream earlier today, and I'm not saying you're wrong in what you were saying. You actually made a lot of sense. But here's the thing, Angel and anyone else, if you folks continue to make content on other creators that how do I put this the right way, the most professional way? If you continue to make content on other creators that just don't understand certain life principles, or are stuck in a rut, or play the role of the victim continuously and they don't realize it. Until these people realize what they're doing deep within and change on their own free will, it doesn't matter how many streams we do about them, or how much we try to help them. These people and anyone in general can only be helped when they're ready to accept the help, and when they're ready to realize what they're doing is just not a good thing, even though initially they may be thinking they're not playing the role of the victim, but they are. And until they realize it and say, oh my gosh, I've been fooling myself, I have been playing the role of the victim, I'm going to cut this out, I'm going to come and apologize to everyone and make things right. Until they come to that realization on their own free will, it doesn't matter whether you talk about it or not. And talking about it, and this is just my opinion, I heard what you said on part of your stream, Angel. I was on it for a little bit, but I saw about the first half of it, and then I had to prepare for this stream. I respect what you did, and I respect what you were saying, and you're completely correct, but quite frankly, you're just spinning your wheels. And it took me almost 5 years to realize that myself, because I used to talk about certain people regarding the same things. And yeah, you and I are right about these things, but all that's going to happen if we continue to make this content is these people are going to continue to get more and more upset and continue to further and further deny what they're really going through and how they're coming off. And it's just going to create one big unnecessary shitstorm, in my opinion. Eli, they do the same to Natasha. They can't admit it, but both you and Natasha are entertaining to watch because of your passion and natural talent. I appreciate that, NCS Queen. I really do. And, I haven't seen a lot of Natasha's work, but she is a pretty good public speaker. I will give her that. As far as these other things about the scamming and all that stuff, I don't have any proof of that, and I don't even really want to get into that. I don't want to be judgmental or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. I guess everyone, to a certain extent, judges. It's part of our natural biology, but I'm really trying not to, get involved in any of that stuff. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have a problem talking with her at some point if it was meant to be and seeing what's really going on. But as far as what you're saying, because we're I don't know. Entertaining, yeah, maybe at times I can be, humbly speaking, NCS Queen. I'm not out here to entertain people. I'm here to help people, right? But I also don't like to present my content in boring ways. I present it in a real way. And maybe that's what throws people off about me. I put a lot of passion and emphasis on how I present my content, right? Maybe that can be entertaining at times. I know when I used to get triggered in the past, it was very entertaining, but to the wrong audience, right? And then they made money off of my content more than I made off of my own content. So, I learned and I switched things around. And maybe Natasha went through that initially and found a way to turn it around and monetize it. That's what I'm working on right now. And that's why I'm in progress of monetizing Coach Eli too, which I got more watch hours. Today. I am about 65% of the way there. Let's just put it that way. I'm around 65% of the way there with the watch hours. But yeah, I don't try to entertain people. I just, I love to talk. I love to express myself. And I love to help as many people as possible learn from the mistakes I made. So that way, if I can help you to prevent those same mistakes, or at least not make the same mistakes over and over and over again like I did many times before I figured these things out, that's what I enjoy doing. That's what makes me feel really good about myself. That's my purpose as a man. This is what I really, truly enjoy, really, truly enjoy and love doing. Well, thank you to everyone that's here right now. We have 15 people here, 6 thumbs up. If whether you're here live or on the replay, please smash the thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up, and also please share this out. If you have a community tab, please share it out. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Hey, babe, how you doing? You're not driving, are you? My lady in the chat says, I think NC is saying you aren't boring even with no drama. No, I understood that, babe. I'm a really humble guy, babe, and I think you know that about me. I think you better sure as hell know me better than all these people, because I've spent the majority of my free time with you for almost the last 9 months, right? But I understand. I try to present my content in the most non-boring ways possible. I'll just say non-boring ways. If you folks see it as entertaining, that's fine, no problem. I respect and appreciate that. But I look at it as more of a raw and real type of way. And yeah, I guess a non-boring way may be a better way to put it. But yeah, if you folks see me as entertaining at times, that's great. And I'm not saying I can't be entertaining. And I'm not saying that sometimes, I don't get a little more excited coming back from the breaks, especially in my in-studio streams, right? And that can be entertaining. And quite honestly, folks, here's the thing. I don't amp any of that shit up. Like, I just go with how I feel at the moment. In my younger days, I always wanted to be like a DJ or a talk show host. And, when I come back from my breaks, that's why, I get a little fired up. I'm like, all right, welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, right? I get in the groove. That's not staged. That's not amped up. That's just who I am. That's the kind of person that I am. But I get it, babe. And I also get it, NC is Queen. And I really appreciate your feedback. This is the type of feedback that I'd like. I can also take negative constructive feedback as long as it's constructive and not deliberate as an attack or deliberate hate or just trolling, right? If somebody gives me real, authentic, negative feedback in a constructive way, I'm open to hearing that. I'm just not open to hearing the fake shit or the projecting shit, people projecting their misery onto me. And that happens a lot. You got to learn how to decipher that. You know what I mean? I haven't even gotten to the topic here yet. And man, we've already made a show just talking about this. So yeah, please like this video, whether you're here live or on the replay. Please share this out on your community tabs. If you have over 500 subscribers, you get a community tab approximately 1 week after you hit the 500 subscriber mark. Share it out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Discord, Facebook Messenger. Another great place to share stuff is Reddit. It's a great place to get some YouTube traction and get your message out. I got to focus more on my Reddit group. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't had the time, but I got to make the time. And I got to give my lady some access to that, some manager access to my Reddit group. We'll talk more about that, babe, the next time we talk and the next time I see you. And please also subscribe, bang the bell, and select all notifications on both of my channels here on Coach Eli, Elias Melas, my main channel, and also my secondary channel, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams, where Nightbot's sharing the link every 7 minutes. Or just go to youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. Please subscribe, bang the bell, and then make sure when you bang the bell, when that pop-up opens up, you've got to select all, because it defaults to customized, right? You have to select all, so that way you'll get every single notification, whether I put out pre-recorded content or live content. The moment it is released as a pre-recorded video, the moment I put out a premiere video, or the moment I go live, you will get that notification if you hit the all button. If you hit customized, you will get occasional notifications. All right. I'm feeling incredible today. I've got this, before I get to the topic here, I've got this new metal piece. I bought a couple new metal pieces to hold my iPhone. And the pieces that come with this selfie stick are plastic, and then they wear down over time, because you have to put a lot of pressure on the top and the bottom of the iPhone to clamp it down. And then on the bottom of the clamp, it screws on to the tripod, right? And those plastic pieces, they wear down after a while. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll pay $15 a piece for 2 of these metal, iPhone holders or cell phone holders, and they'll last forever, right? And that's what I try to help people understand. Instead of buying the plastic piece that costs $2 or $3 and is going to break every 6 months or a year, why not spend $15 and get one that's indestructible practically, right? Oh, it's too expensive. Well, it'll last forever. What's a better value to you? And you never have to worry about it failing in the middle of a show. And it's working phenomenally. I showed you, babe, a picture of that new clamp. Actually, you were at my place when they were delivered. It works incredibly, and it's just snug and tight. Actually, I don't even have to use the restroom yet. I may have to use it on the way back. We're almost at the end of the first part of the trail. It's about 78 to 80 degrees today. Just a beautiful day. And hopefully it's beautiful where you're at. So let's get to the topic here. And let me actually just reset the chat just to make sure I didn't miss any messages. Be right back, folks. All right, we are back live. Let's get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from the San Francisco Bay Trail here in beautiful and sunny and warm Redwood City, California. This is episode number, I believe it's 305. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. This is episode number 305. That's right. We did the 304s yesterday. We were talking about some 304s. I'm not going to remind you folks what a 304 is, but anyway. This is episode number 305, and today's topic is each distraction costs you time from your purpose. How to stay focused. One more time. Each distraction costs you time from your purpose. How to stay focused. So, I came across a video yesterday while I was taking an Epsom salt bath last night after I got off the phone with my lady. And it was such a good video. maybe I'll share that video on my community tab later today, where the channel owner was interviewing someone that was discussing this topic. And they were discussing, how every distraction throughout your days will set you back at least 20 minutes or so. And he was also saying that, if you have 7 or 8 of if you have 7 or 8 of these distractions each and every day, and they kill 30 minutes to correct each one before you can get back to being focused on what you were working on, that's going to cost you literally 4 hours out of your day. And 4 hours is a lot of time to give up, right? And as I was sitting there laying in my tub for about an hour and watching this and listening to this, I was like, I got to send this shit to my lady. This is something that she would really value. And this is a 2-part series. It was a 40-minute live stream replay, and then part 2 is going to come out next week. I'm probably going to share both of these on my community tabs on both my channels after the part 2 comes out, because this really hit home with me. And I sent it to my lady, and she watched it, and it really hit home with her as well. And I'll tell you, folks, once you realize that any and every distraction during your workday, or even if you're not working and you're home, on a weeknight, or you're off on weekends and you're at home trying to get some things done, right? Any distraction is going to set you back at least 20 to 30 minutes, and sometimes even longer, depending on how severe the distraction is, from getting back on track and accomplishing what you were trying to accomplish. One of the best examples that I can share with you folks, I hate to keep going back to this, but it's one of the best examples that changed my life, that turned this YouTube thing around for me. When I first came out here on this platform, I allowed every single distraction that was happening to literally rob at least 30 minutes of my time, and sometimes it would even take an hour or more of my time. And I hate to keep bringing it up, but that's what unknowingly being involved with drama people on YouTube did to me. It literally robbed like half or more than half of each day where I was trying to create my positive content. And until I realized what was happening a couple years ago and started turning things around, and now even more so to this very day, I've learned more so that, hey, if I don't want to be distracted, period, I need to completely remove every single person that tries to distract me from reaching my goals, dreams, and aspirations. And I'm here to teach you folks the same thing. But in order to be able to prevent those distractions from happening, you have to learn to identify them. You have to learn to become stronger. You have to learn to ignore things and learn to only focus on things or other people that are going to create mutually beneficial business relationships, friendships, or even sometimes a combination of both. It's rare that you can have a business and personal relationship, but sometimes it is possible. Nobody in sight. I'm going to go up to the observation deck. There's nobody up there right now. An example, my lady and I are best friends and we're best lovers. And we're also business partners. Now, that isn't always going to work out for every single relationship. The reason why my lady and I are able to be business partners as well as life partners, be best friends, best lovers, and business partners is solely for one reason. And that one reason is our purpose is exactly the same thing. We both love to help people. We both have been through a lot in life. And we both have a passion for doing whatever it takes to help people, especially people that are struggling or have struggled, turn their lives around and become the best versions of themselves they can be. We both truly enjoy doing the same thing, right? So it's rare that you can be business partners with a lover or a friend. And also, you have to look at it this way. You know, if you're business partners with a lover or a friend, and you have so many differences within your business, and something goes wrong, that's not only the best way to lose your business partner and have your business implode, that's also one of the quickest and easiest ways to lose your relationship or your friendship with that person that you're business partners with. So, you know, it's rare that you can be business partners with a lover or a friend, but not impossible. I'm already heading back. I feel really good today. I feel incredible today. Let me reset the chat here real quick, folks. I will be right back. All right, we should be back live. We should be back live. So, what are some examples of actions I took in my life to prevent me from getting distracted from accomplishing whatever I was trying to accomplish during that time? You know, I've shared this story in the past several times. It's the right time to share it again, because I can also compare it to something that my lady recently went through. And that was a friendship with one of my friends that was named Brett. He's still Brett. He's still around. I just haven't seen him. And God knows how long, almost 15 years. I was very good friends with my friend Brett. And him and I met while working at a movie theater in my teenage years. I was 15 and a half when I started working there, and he was 16. And, you know, we became really good friends, and he was the guy that set me up with my high school sweetheart to go to prom. I don't think my lady ever really heard this story. You'll hear it now. No big deal. Because I went to an all-boys Catholic private school, Sarah High School in San Mateo, California. San Mateo, California is where YouTube was originally started by those 3 college kids. San Mateo, California is literally like a couple cities north that way And so, my friend Brett set me up with one of his girlfriend's friends. He was a senior in high school, so was his girlfriend. I was a junior. Actually, yeah, this was later on. He didn't set me up, right away. This was, I think, a year or so after we met. I was a freshman, I believe, when I started. So I was a sophomore when I started working at the movie theater, if I remember correctly. So, Brett and his woman set me up with a nice lady, nice girl, who was a cheerleader and was in my grade. We were both juniors, and my friend Brett and his woman were seniors. And, we double dated to, their prom at their school. It was a neighboring school called Hillsdale High School in San Mateo, California. And then my lady and I, we went to my prom junior year also, and then senior year, after Brett and his woman had graduated, we went to each other's proms. So I went to 4 proms with the same woman, but my friend Brett set me up with her. And it was a great relationship. It ended up not working out, obviously, but it was a great relationship. And it was fun while it lasted, and it was just a wonderful experience. I had a wonderful experience my junior and senior years of high school. I've mentioned before, in my younger days, my grammar school days, I was bullied and picked on and teased a lot. And the same thing was happening my freshman and sophomore year, and it changed my junior and senior year. That's because a lot of guys, they start getting girlfriends, and we all start to mature a little more. Supposedly, we start to mature in our junior and senior years because, women don't like the stupid shit that men do, and they'll withdraw the punani if we're acting like little kids, right? And I don't blame women for withdrawing the punani back then, for acting like little kids, because we should have never been acting like little kids anyway once we reached high school. But yeah, I was still bullied and picked on up until my junior and senior year, and this, relationship and this experience with this woman I was dating, my high school sweetheart that my friend Brett set me up with, it was a great experience. So I really respected my friend, Brett. He was also a football player. He was more of the jock kind of guy. He had an attractive, woman as a girlfriend. It was all good, right? But then what happened? He went through a breakup. This woman broke up with him around the same time my woman broke up with me. We got simultaneously dumped, after we had graduated high school. And that bonded us closer together. And, I took some time off from dating women that year after, right? I didn't want anything to do with women. I was really hurt. It was my first relationship, and your first relationship, you always think you're going to end up marrying the woman and having kids with her. And then when she dumps you, it's a big wake-up call, I'll tell you that, right? But after a year of, some self-reflecting, I put myself back out there and I started dating again, and I was an anti-woman, and I just, started to learn more about myself and started to learn more of what it takes to make something work. I still made mistakes in my relationships through my 20s, but they were all learning experiences since then, and I never, felt the need to shut out women for a complete year, as I did after my high school sweetheart broke up with me. But my friend Brett, on the flip side, was so distraught over, what his girlfriend did. He couldn't get over it, and he just said, "Screw women. I'm just going to go on a tear and I'm going to bang as many women as possible. And to make a long story short, I've shared the full-blown story before, but I'm not going to, take the time to do it here today because there's so much more to talk about regarding this topic. The bottom line is, this guy, we lived together for a little while, and he was, I was dating someone during that time, and he was, bringing over a different woman every night and banging a different woman. And I just didn't like the path of self-destruction he was headed towards or already on. It was just really, he ended up being the type of friend I didn't want to be around. I didn't want to be around that negativity. I didn't like the way he was treating women, and I didn't like the way that he was treating himself. He was just being very insecure, very closed off. He was just letting that one relationship completely destroy his life, right? And he was taking it out on, women, right? And then he ended up finding this one woman while he was still banging 4 other women. She became his main girlfriend, and she really liked him, and he liked her, and he was, he met her family, she met his family, and 6 months into their relationship, or 8 months into their relationship, he was still banging 4 or 5 other women while dating her, and she didn't know about it, right? And this woman, when my friend Brett and I were living together during that time, this woman would come over and she would barely say hi to me. And, she would also, do whatever she could to keep him away from his friends. It's like she didn't want to hang out with myself, my girlfriend at the time, and other people, right? Even when you get into your early 30s, right? This isn't always going to happen, but sometimes you go on double dates or triple dates, right? Because you still love your friends. And granted, when you're in a relationship as you get older, your loved one, your significant other, is your top priority even over your friends, but that doesn't mean you have to give up your friends, and you shouldn't have to. This woman was basically forcing him to give up his friends, and he didn't stand up to her for that. Then she found out that he was cheating on her. I won't get into that. I've shared that before. I'm not going to get into that. It's just too much to share right now. I have a lot of other things to talk about. And she dumped him. He chased her. He went to her work for 3 weeks straight and put flowers on her car. He did the biggest simp move. Sucker, idolizing, mediocre, let's just say punani, right? He did the biggest simp move, right? After he got caught cheating with 4 or 5 other women, he started to realize, he was telling me, he goes, I can't shake this feeling, dude. I can't shake this feeling, right? I really miss her. I really love her. Well, dude, if you really loved her, then why were you banging 4 or 5 other women at the same time? If you didn't love her, I can understand, right? And it probably wouldn't hurt you as much that she dumped you if you didn't love her. But why would you do that to a woman you love, dude? I lost all respect for him, right? And I had no respect for her because she ended up taking him back, right? And at that point, I was like, the lease was up, and then we both ended up moving to a different place. And at that point, I squared up with him because, we had some, we were sharing the bills and the utilities, the rent and everything. I squared up with him. There was security deposit, all that shit, right? Squared up with him, and I just wished him the best. And that was that. The only other time I ever saw Brett was, I think it was a year or two, or a little less than 2 years later, when my father passed away all of a sudden. This dude saw me at the funeral, and I've shared this story before. I'll share it again. This is how dumb this guy was, with no disrespect. and why I just still can't be friends with them to this day. It's just I don't want to be around people that are just that dumb. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. It's just the truth. You know, went back in our younger days over to my parents' place, and my dad was there. You know, Brad would go, Mr. Melas, when are you going to retire? My dad, Dimitri, right? Or he would just say, sometimes he would just call him Dimitri. You know, my dad's name was Dimitri, right? That's my middle name, Elias Dimitri Melas, right? He would say, Mr. Melas, when are you going to retire? And my dad would come out and say, when I'm 6 feet under. Dad had, you know, the cool, calm, yet firm and fair voice. When, you know, a little less than 2 years after I had moved out of the apartment I was sharing with my former friend Brett, I saw him at the funeral. All right, we're back live. We are back live. Wow, I've been walking this pretty fast today. You know, when you got a lot on your mind and you just feel like just putting out your truth, like time flies and the walk flies a lot faster. I'm gonna be at the end of this trail in no time. But leaving off where I left off before I got cut off. So, you know, I'm in the parking lot before we are about to go into the church service for my dad's funeral. I see my friend. I see my former friend Brett in the parking lot. He comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, dude, I guess your dad's retired now." And I looked at him and I was in my head. I was thinking, "Are you the dumbest motherfucker that's ever lived, man? Seriously, are you that dumb to try to crack a joke at my father's funeral? For Christ's sake." "Hey, dude, I guess your dad's retired now." All because of the time you asked my dad in our younger days, "Mr. Melas, or Dimitri, when are you going to retire?" And he goes, "When I'm 6 feet under." So now that my dad's 6 feet under, you feel like cracking a joke at his funeral in the parking lot before we walk in, and you say, "Dude, I guess your dad's retired now." Yeah, he's damn retired. He's dead, you fool. Of course he's retired. He's gone. No shit. I will tell you, I'm not trying to be critical to these types of people, but I got to keep it real. I cannot stand dumb people. I understand people make mistakes, and I understand sometimes people say things they don't mean. But for Christ's sake, dude, that was the dumbest thing I ever heard come out of anyone's mouth. Coming at my dad's funeral and saying, "Hey, dude, I guess your dad's retired now." Oh, yeah. Further cementing the decision I made to no longer be friends with this guy. I just can't be friends. I can't be friends or associate with blatantly dumb people. I just there's no value there, right? And that's another thing. Someone's coming on the trail, one of the usuals, regulars. And that's another thing, folks. What I've learned in life is to associate with like-minded people that are at your level. You know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here to anyone. I'm just stating this as an example. Like when I first came out here on YouTube, and I'm not saying that all these people, you know, are not worthy, you know, or at my level, but a lot of the people that I encountered on YouTube initially that were creating drama and still are to this day are people that are not at my level. They're not. And when I mean at my level, I mean intelligent, respectful, mature people that are looking to create some positive greatness, right? And that's what I want to help you folks better understand. You know, in the past I've said you are who you associate with. Yeah, I sound like a broken record, but like I've said in the past, repetition is the mother of skill, right? Repetition is the mother of skill. The more and more you hear something over and over again, it becomes a habit. You learn it, right? And you are who you associate with. So if you're trying to accomplish something like I am, the best thing for me to do, which is what I'm trying to say, is to surround myself with similar like-minded people that have a similar outlook in life and in business, right? Not with people that are going to, constantly troll, attack, and hate you, right? That gets you nowhere. That's a distraction, right? That again, I think I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier. But let's talk about trolling, right? Let's talk about trolling and haters on YouTube. And they primarily infest live streams or premiere videos that have a live stream chat, right? That's where these trolls show up at, right? These trolls and haters, all they are is a distraction, right? And if you allow them to speak in your chat and you have a serious natured message, all they're going to do is distract not only you or anyone else you have on your show, but they're going to distract the good people that are trying to truly learn from you in your chat. And people are just going to walk away. So the best thing to do is to block and ignore those people and just move forward. Have some good moderators like I do. Use Nightbot, a third-party application you can add to your YouTube and Google account, and use the YouTube block words list, right? And the auto moderation tools will take care of most of it. Anything that slips through the cracks, your mods will handle it. That way you can focus on your show, right? And even if at times you don't have mods, like what I've learned to do is I just, I can tell within 2 seconds if a comment is real or trolling. I'll just block them quietly now. I'm only sharing this specifically right now as an example regarding how much of a toll this takes on you, regarding, how much of a distraction this is and how long it set you back. I remember back in the days, another guy been on this trail almost every day is coming now. So I'm going to come up the site here until he passes. I remember back in the days, even stemming back to my former channel I used to run, it's been, Christ, almost 4 years since I shut down that channel, 3.5 plus years. And then I've been running this channel here for almost 3.5 years. So, well, it's been a while. But I remember, I would feed into all the trolls. And I was getting a lot of traction. I thought I was growing my channel the right way. I thought I was doing the right thing. What I didn't realize is that these people were a distraction. And the growth I was acquiring was a false sense of growth. It was a drama group of people that I was growing with, right? And these distractions, let me tell you, these distractions would trigger me. They would throw me off my game. They would derail my entire shows, right? And some days it would ruin my whole day. It would take me a day or two to recover, right? Trolls and haters are nothing but distractions, right? A lot of people will say, let the trolls talk. Let them talk all the shit they want, this and that. I would say if you're a drama channel, hey, that's what you're all about. If you're trying to create something authentic, you got to ban all trolls and ignore. Bottom line. If not, all they're going to do is continue to find a way to distract you. You got to close all the cracks. And if you have a group of trolls that are a part of a cult or something like that, if you have an entire group of people, a known group of people that are trolling you or hating on you, you got to get rid of all of them. Even if one of them you're kind of friends with, there's a leak back into more distractions, right? You got to, in essence, shut it all out, right? And ignore. And if they keep coming back in on more thick accounts, just keep blocking them and ignoring them. That's all you have to do. Folks, you got to get to the point that I got to. And let me reset the chat, because I'm getting towards the last part of the trail. I'm only going to do this first part because I want to go home and rest a little bit, eat, and then get ready for my evening stream on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. I'll remind you folks about that towards the end of the stream. And today the wind has been light, so the audio should be pretty good for the most part. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to reset the chat. All right, folks. We're back live. We are back live. You have to minimize your distractions, or practically just don't let anything distract you. If you want to be successful in life, okay, you have to minimize your distractions. And this involves everything, anything and everything in life that you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's, trying to find the love of your life and getting married, having a family, or, running your own business and staying focused to do the right type of marketing, make the right connections with people online and offline, right? It takes a lot of work and a lot of focus to create the greatness you're trying to create. And if you allow these distractions throughout your days to, get to you, and then you react to these distractions, right? Again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, each distraction is going to cost you at least 20 or 30 minutes of time before you can start to focus again. And here's another thing, right? Here's another thing that you have to look at, right? Another thing that you have to look at is, like, again, this works, in the online world and offline world, right? So when I mention what I'm about to mention, this is for both the online and offline world. A lot of times when you get as strong as I've gotten, to the point of where nothing bothers me, nothing throws me off my center, I just do what I do, right? What happens is the same people that used to come at me, right, in my real life and online, are still trying to get to me, but they're trying to get to me through the people I care about the most. This is what people do when they can't tear you down, because you become so strong and immune to their bullshit, right? What they end up doing is they try to get to the people you care about the most to get to you, right? I've had that happen to me many times in my life, online and offline, right? And in the past, they've been successful at doing that. But at this point in my life, I've become so strong, and I've learned to take so many great, proactive measures, right? To the point of where nothing anyone says or does to myself or anyone I care for is going to change anything about me. And to the people that they would be able to convince otherwise, and these people walk out of my life, in my real life, then they just weren't the right person to be in my real life in the first place. Someone that's with you for the right reasons is not going to let anyone tear you apart from them. That's the truth of the matter right there. see here. We have 11 people in the box. 6 thumbs up. Thank you so much to everyone that's chosen to watch this stream today. Yeah, many choices out here on YouTube and many choices even on other platforms. And to those of you that are here, I'm very grateful and thankful. Once again, whether you're here live or on the replay, please like, share, subscribe. Bang the bell, select the notifications. Okay? Share it on your community tab. Share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and the many various other platforms. Share it out to anyone or any group of people you feel would get value and benefit from my content. And then please subscribe, bang the bell, and select the notifications to both of my channels. My main channel here, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, and my secondary channel, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. Speaking of which, where tonight, it's probably going to be closer to 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, or shortly afterwards. I'm going to be going live from the studio, and I'm going to be starting a new series, Raw and Real with Coach Eli. And I'm going to be sharing the number one reason that causes burnout. One more time, the number one reason that causes burnout. In my opinion, and should be a fact, but I'm just going to say in my opinion, and it will make sense. And I may even share some supporting documentation. I probably will. Most of the show will be raw and on the fly, and I'll be hanging out with my audience. But I decided I am gonna put out some supporting content because I have a lot that I've bookmarked and I've read, and it's good stuff, and I'll put my own spin on that. What else was I going to say? One more thing, folks. I rarely mention this, but I will mention it again because this is a business. I give away most of my content for free, but if you feel that you're getting value from this content and you would like to further support the channel monetarily, you can do so in one of many ways. You can, on this channel here, because it is already monetized, been monetized for 2.5 years. It's been very clean. Copyright strikes, copyright claims, community guidelines, none. No problems on this channel. Fully monetized. All my videos are fully monetized green. You can support this channel by clicking on the $sign at the bottom of your chat. You can send a super chat or super sticker in any amount. Super chats allow you to send highlighted messages up to $500, and super stickers allow you to send animated giffies, right? I think up to $50. They may have raised it, but I think it's still around $50. Maybe they bumped it up to $100. I have to check it out. I haven't looked into it lately. Also, on pre-recorded videos or live stream replays, all monetized channels now in the YouTube Partner Program, like myself, have what's called Super Thanks. It's a little heart that'll show up on all replay videos, and you can make a one-time highlighted comment in the comment section. I believe the choices are $2, $5, $10, and $50. On the iPhone, it's $1.99, $4.99, $9.99, or $49.99. Same thing, pretty much. It's that iPhone 99-cent thing. So that way it's coming. Your donation through the YouTube Google system is coming through the iPhone, and Apple takes fees out of your money in addition to the 30% that YouTube and Google take. But no big deal. A donation's a donation. So that's one way you can donate. You can also donate via PayPal or Cash App, Nightbot sharing, my PayPal and Cash App links every 7 minutes. PayPal.me/Coach Eli, or on Cash App, $, the real Coach Eli. That's a squirrel right there. It's running on the side of the trail. And now it's going into the grass. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. Also, if you'd like to work with me personally and you need a little more hand-holding, a little more personal time with myself, and some of my calls may even include my lady if you request it, especially if you're a lady. You can go to my website at coach.eliasmelas.com, click on the Coaching Services tab, and select the phone coaching or email package that best works for you. I also do private and public response videos. If you would like to send in an email, which could be anonymous, and have me respond to you in a video format, if I do it publicly, it's a little bit cheaper. I believe my rates were $19.99. If it's a private video, I believe it's $49.99 if I remember correctly, or $39.99, one of those two. I can't remember. You have to go to my site. I update my prices regularly. So just go to coach.eliasmelas.com and click on the Coaching Services tab, and make sure you read all the instructions clearly. It is very clear on how my coaching services work. Once you purchase a coaching service package, it is non-refundable. So please know that all sales are final once you decide to make your payment. All right, folks, get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in just a few minutes. This new metal iPhone holder has been doing a phenomenal job. It keeps this thing very steady, and I'm really pleased. I've really, been upgrading my equipment because I use it a lot and I want it to last. I've done 100 episodes of Walking with Purpose, I think just in the first part of 2022. So you got to get good equipment. And lately what I've been doing is I've been purchasing a lot of backup parts. Like I've got like 4 spare headsets like this. I've got 2 more of these, windscreens. I got 2 additional selfie sticks unopened. I've got 2 additional headsets in the studio. And the one I'm using now was just replaced about a month ago when the other one went out after about 1.5 years. Parts wear down. If you're going to run YouTube like a business, you got to have spare parts. I bought bulbs for my green screen. I have 2 softbox lights lighting up my green screen, and then I have 2 LED lights that run through power and can last up to 50,000 hours. So I'm not worried about those going out. But what happens after 5 to 10,000 hours, sometimes less? These power cords go out. So I've got 4 spare power cords. Folks, I want to help as many people as possible take the proactive route to all aspects of your life, and then you won't have any or as many issues. Same thing like I was talking about the other night, regarding, preventing pregnancy. Go check out that stream on pregnancy that my lady and I did on Coach Eli 2 a few nights ago. I think it has like 250 views right now, so it's getting up there. So check it out. But again, if I can help more and more people learn to be more proactive than reactive, you're going to have far fewer hassles in life and far fewer struggles in life. and you can just focus on enjoying life in the way it was meant to be enjoyed. That's why I do what I do. I wasn't always proactive at everything. I was proactive at some things in my younger days, but not everything. Now, every single aspect of my life, I take the proactive approach on. And that's what I want to teach each and every one of you. I want to help each and every one of you become more proactive than reactive. Get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. I'm going to reset the chat here in just a minute when I get to this corner. Let me just come over here. There's a gentleman coming over there, so I'm going to hold off for a second. It's a beautiful apartment complex. At least the palm trees aren't dead out here because there's plenty of water out here in this area. But the other part of the SF Bay Trail that I was on last week for the 300th episode, man, it was just dry as hell. I mean, I've never seen it that dry there, ever. All right, folks, get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. I'm going to reset the chat here right as I turn this corner. And then we're going to wrap things up. Really good show today, folks. Really good show today. I feel really good about it, and hopefully you feel good about it too, and you feel good about yourselves as well. All right. Be right back. All right. All right, no new messages. All right, folks, we're leaving 10 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up, whether you're here live or on the replay, and share this out. See you all later tonight, sometime around 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, maybe a little bit sooner or a little bit afterwards. I'll be doing that stream on Coach Eli 2 tonight by myself. My lady is out of town, so it's going to be just myself solo, starting a new series called Raw and Real with Coach Eli. And the first topic I'm going to be discussing is, now I forgot the damn topic, you see? Right when I'm about to go off the air. Damn topic, you see? Right when I'm about to go off the air. What is the damn topic? The damn topic. Anyway, I totally forgot. You're going to have to tune into Coach Eli 2 tonight to find out. I'll be putting out that stream within the next few hours or so, hour and a half or two. I'm going to have it listed publicly live. So go subscribe to Coach Eli 2. Nightbot sharing the link every 7 minutes, or go to youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. With that being said, have yourselves a great one. See you all later. And as always, be good to each other. Take care, folks.